already knew about. Thank you, Justin Bieber. But
Also, Fable 3 too. Should mention that.
we also knew about that. They had no surprises this year in the way of hardcore games. I hate to use the term hardcore, but that's kind of what we have to segregate things to now. I mean, Metal Gear Solid Rising, that's multiplayer. It's coming out on PS3 and apparently PC as well. Um, what else? Call of Duty Black Ops, that's coming out multiplayer as well. What do Microsoft really have? I mean, they've paid for multiplats to be shown at their conference. That seems like a bit of a downer. And it's one of the main reasons I watched it because I don't own an Xbox. I watch it
Actually,
for the multiplat trailers they have.
Microsoft has stated during the Call of Duty press conference that the content that they release for Call of Duty Black Ops in terms of DLC will be released to Xbox players before PlayStation Network.
Oh, you mean like it was already?
Hmm.
Yeah, they just guarantee. Yeah, like they just guarantee that's what they consider their exclusive content, I guess.
We promise the PlayStation Network will still be shitty to get stuff on.
No, that
And even
was
more so for European
I
PlayStation
guarantee it.
developers.
like Halo Reach, which is, Microsoft's well, the Halo franchise is Microsoft's real bread and butter. Nothing really new at all, actually. They
Oh,
nothing.
they showed space. They showed
Yeah,
space
maybe space
dogfights.
combat. That was about it. Maybe.
No, that's pretty much it. That's it. Otherwise, it's just Halo one with a prettier coat.
And
In fact, I was actually really unblown away by the gameplay footage they showed where they were actually shooting. It looked so similar to everything else that I've played.
mhm.
I just didn't see the point.
Gears of War 3 went the way of like Borderlands with four-person online co-op. Maybe the inclusion of a female player, but nothing really new there either. Just a trailer and the same stuff we've already seen. Uh, Another one was Fable 3, which basically looks like Fable 2 with a character with wings and slow-mo combat, and they really did not need to slow down Fable 2's combat any more than they already did.
So in
So,
summary, Halo Reach looks like Halo 3, Gears of War 3 looks like Gears of War 2, and Fable 3 looks like Fable 2? Wow, that's all the exclusives they've got now.
yeah, that's
But
like
now you can body waggle.
Time to buy a new Xbox, guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the definition of milking right there. Really though, that's
Well, to
yeah.
be fair, you have to buy a new Xbox because your old one is broken.
And I'm not saying that they're going to be bad. It's just I don't think they're going to be anything new. That's
I know
yeah.
I shouldn't bring it around like this because we already covered the hardware side of things, but the new Xbox, in the way of faults, I want to talk about this because Destructoid released a video of them trying to play Alan Wake on one of the new 360s, which also, incidentally, on a side note, Microsoft handed out to every journalist at their event. They could not have bribed them anymore. But anyway, Destructoid were playing Alan Wake on the new 360, their shiny new 360. One of them decided he wanted to have it on its side, as you could do with the PS2 and with the PS3. The moment he tilted it to roughly a 30 to 45-degree angle, the most horrible noise you've ever heard, akin to the sounds of hell opening up, came from the 360. And upon opening it, the disc was destroyed.
Mm.
Absolutely destroyed.
I
Yeah,
have an
I think
Xbox.
that's.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Stump.
Oh, okay. No, after you. After you.
Oh, well, I was just going to say to just add to his point. I have the current model of Xbox 360, and I can't play it standing up because it is indefinitely louder than it's laying down. Like it's ridiculous. And yes, it produces scratch rings, so I have to lay mine down. I just can't handle keeping it up. It bothers me too much.
And in other news, they have removed the red ring of death from the new 360s. Do you know how they've removed it? They haven't
By
fixed the
turning it green.
Yeah, they haven't fixed the problem. They've changed the fucking lights. It's not a red ring of death anymore. It's a red dot of death in the center of your Xbox. That's not fixing it.
Yeah, but it's nice that now they just have an indicator light of okay, you're sending in for service.
You're fucked
It's
now.
like the service engine light on your dashboard. It's the exact same principle now.
Check your car.
Check
Check one part
engine.
of my car.
What's wrong with my car? Just check engine. Take it to a guy. Don't even try thinking about it. You'll just hurt yourself.
So,
Ok,
what is Microsoft? What game would you, if you were, they all came out tomorrow, which one would you rush out to buy first?
well, for me, obviously I don't own a 360. If I did, then I'd have to say the one game they showed I'd want to buy would be Metal Gear Solid Rising, which doesn't say much because it's coming out on the other platforms anyway. But in the most nerdy sense, I was amazed by the physics and the models that they used because whilst people may not know this, it's very hard to animate something that can come to pieces. And Metal Gear Solid Rising showed that you can cut apart any sort of model seamlessly. That amazes me, the amount of detail they must have put into that. I mean, sure, it's a gimmick, but they did need a gimmick. If they just had a third person slash 'em up as Raiden, it wouldn't have worked. They needed a gimmick, and I think they chose the best one they possibly could have. Intense gore.
I agree. I'm interested. You've pretty much covered it, but yeah, I agree with everything that you just said, and I'm interested. So obviously, it was a good ploy.
Yes. On the point of awesome, fantastic gore, I'm looking forward to Bulletstorm. Oh man, am I looking forward to
Yes.
that game.
Good
For
choice.
those uninitiated, it's coming out multiple consoles. I know 360 and PC. I think PS3. I'm not sure,
I think it
but
is, yeah.
yeah. But basically, it's by People Can Fly and another developer who I forget right now who did Painkiller. So they at least know how to make a basic shooter with interesting weapons. And
Shurikens and
on
lightning.
top of that, exactly. After that, then you have it's not so much the entire purpose of the game isn't so much just to get through the levels, it's to kill the guys in your way in fun and inventive ways. Like you can kick guys, you can lasso guys, you can throw a bunch of guys in the air doing a thing.
It's kind of like
There's all these different things you
Borderlands
can
and Just Cause 2 had a baby.
do. Not I'm not gonna say just cause dude, just because I don't think it's gonna be free roam whatsoever. I think it's pretty going to be pretty linear.
Hmm.
But the more points you get for doing crazy, interesting kills, the more things you can unlock for yourself, which lets you do more interesting,
I
awesome
completely
kills.
agree. I'm completely stoked for Bulletstorm. When I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be okay. When I saw the first trailer, I thought it was going to be decent. When I saw that campaign gameplay footage where they played for about 5 minutes, I think, I was blown away. Just the amount of
Mm.
stuff that they did and the scope of some of the levels. It looks gorgeous, and they have lots of big set pieces going on. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that game.
It's very atmospheric. It has an excellent, presentation, and the audio quotes are just amazing. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to
Yeah,
it. It's
you
got
can
a
already
little
tell
Duke
it's gonna be a
Nukem in
quotable
there.
game.
It's yeah, it's
It
got a
Yeah,
does, doesn't it?
yeah, I like that.
I predicted him to get the fuck out of here. I'm looking
I don't
forward to
speak
this.
train. What about you,
Exactly.
Chunks? What's your
I'm
game of Microsoft's event?
I'm going to cheat a little bit because mine's not actually a game. I liked the Xbox Live Suite announcement, the ESPN and Xbox partnership.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm a sports buff and I will love to watch the sports on my Xbox 360 because I don't get ESPN here and I want to watch me some sports. So,
So you're one of the 8 people who don't get ESPN who this actually affects and doesn't have access to the internet.
actually, all of Canadians don't get ESPN. We get TSN, but it doesn't have a whole lot of basketball coverage or baseball coverage, really. So, it's good for us and it's good for people who don't have satellite. So.
Okay, so the game that you picked of Microsoft Conference was in fact not a game. The game that I picked was a multiplayer, and the game Stump picked was a multiplayer. I think that says everything that needs to be said about Microsoft Conference.
Yeah, they didn't surprise. They just kind of kept it safe and just rolled through it. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't, impactful.
They didn't deliver.
Nope.
Did not deliver. But anyway, I think that's all we got time for in this episode. But catch us soon, and we'll have uploads for Nintendo's press conference and Sony's press conference. So thanks for listening, and remember, we guaranteed news, but we promised nothing on the quality.